With the back-to-back storms we've seen in recent weeks, it's very important to understand the impact the weather can have on your mental health.
Seasonal depression affects about 5% of adults here in the United States, while about 10 to 12% of Americans experience milder forms of the so-called winter blues. Symptoms of seasonal depression commonly begin between the ages of 18 and 30, and while researchers don't yet know exactly why, the disorder affects more women than men. And joining us now with more on seasonal depression and how you can better manage your mental health is Dr. Georgine Nanos of Kind Health Group in Encinitas. Georgine, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Talk about the direct correlation between rainy weather and depression. We've had back-to-back storms. It's been kind of tough on people here.
It sure has. So what we know is that during the darker winter months in fall and winter, that the darkness can change our circadian rhythms and change our body's levels of melatonin and serotonin, which are natural hormones that affect the mood and can accelerate those feelings of a depressed mood. People who already are prone to depression and anxiety are more likely to experience seasonal affective disorder, and it can be quite severe in quite a few people.
What about some of the symptoms that may happen because of seasonal depression? What should you look for?
So they're very common. They're essentially the same symptoms that we often see in mainstream regular depression, major depressive disorder as it's referred to. And that would be lack of interest in things you usually enjoy doing, excessive sleeping, feeling depressed, feeling like having a low mood, feeling low energy, feeling hopeless. Also having issues with your sleep, and as well having thoughts of hurting yourself. This is a much more severe case, obviously, but typically those are the most common signs of depression. The main one being just feeling that you have no interest in doing the things that you usually enjoy doing.
What are the best practices, if you would, to overcome seasonal depression?
So similar to the traditional treatments we use for depression, with seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression, we also recommend light therapy for people, sometimes having as much exposure to natural sunlight as possible. And then that would also be artificial light sources, which can mimic natural outdoor light and help regulate circadian rhythms and improve the mood. And then, like traditional approaches to depression, psychotherapy and medications such as antidepressants. And then a third category of treatment, which is it's not new, it's actually been around for a long time, would be TMS, which is transcranial magnetic stimulation. And it's been FDA approved for the treatment of depression and anxiety for over 15 years now, but it is just starting to gain some momentum because there's a new accelerated protocol that allows treatment to occur in a much more condensed time frame. So we can take people from feeling suicidal on a Monday to feeling better on a Friday within 5 days. I've had patients come to my office telling me, starting the treatment on a Monday, if this doesn't work, I will be killing myself on Friday, and we can pull them out of that, which is one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen. And it's non-invasive, and it actually does not have any side effects, which is not something I can say about anything else in medicine. So this is a really exciting advancement in the field of mental health.
And everybody just has to be aware of it, and of course watch your friends and everybody else and talk about it. Thank you so much, Dr. Georgine Nanos. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.